What's up, everyone? Dakada here, and if you like pretending as though you get laid because you actually can't get laid, having a box of these on your desk won't trick anybody, but it'll make you feel a little better. Since it's the month of love, and I can't get any real action from any real females, I'll just show some love to the fictional ones. They really deserve it. And why not go with like the best ones? Moms. Now, moms in animation don't often get a lot of screen time because animators really like killing them or just barely developing them. But they all got one thing in common. They're all baddies. All of them. So why not get a little tier list out and rank all these Milfs in animation? So what is a Milf, you may ask? Well, simply enough, fuck you. We all know what a Milf is, fuck you. Umero Muno. It's gotta be a mom. Sorry, no dads allowed. Unero, the second one, the moms are going to be judged on how hot they are and how good of a mom they are. Because what's the point of, banging a MILF if she's barely even a mom? That person is just downgraded to a previously pregnant person. And there's nothing to brag about. Hey everybody, I had sex with a PPP. Fuck you! Alright, everyone write these notes down? Don't care, it's rank it time.
Okay, first one we got is Linda from Bob's Burgers. She's alright look-wise. Mom-wise, not a terrible mother. Now, she did help raise 3 bad motherfuckers over here. Her kids seem to take care of themselves pretty good and aren't ones to f with. And she obviously cares about them a lot, whenever they put their lives in danger. Yeah, they tend to do that a lot for some reason. Although, can't put all the blame on her. Louise seems to love starting shit for no reason.
Yeah, calm it, hussy!
So, not a terrible mother. But she obviously ain't winning any awards. She gets B tier.
I'll go play ping pong with you, ding dong.
Okay, next. Jimmy's mom from the soft serve Dexter head. Baddie? Well, what does our boy Carl think?
So, what do you guys want to do today?
Hang out with your mom?
Guys!
Jimmy's mom has got it going, all she do.
Checks out.
Well, she raised, and I say she only, because we fucking Hugh didn't do anything.
Ford is strong enough to withstand the infinite power of Johnny Waffle and his sidekick, Bagel Boy.
So she raised this boy genius who can easily make robots with AI and can make a cross-dimensional portal to the Fairly Odd Parents universe. And we'll get to her. Like, goddamn. Not only that, but we see her parenting style is, pretty good. She's not too strict with Jimmy, but still sets good boundaries to, protect him. A great balance, especially with the shit Jimmy gets into. Like, there's multiple episodes where he just goes into space. She gets A tier. Alright, let's jump up way up in quality real quick. Avatar. With the first mom we see. Haru's mom. Yeah, she's the first mom we see.
And no, don't come sauntering over to me telling me, oh, Grand's the first mom we see. No, she's a grandmother. Once your kid becomes a mother, you stop being a mom. Sorry, those are the rules. That's how it works. Sorry, I don't make them. Except I do make the rules. F*** you, those are the rules.
Look-wise, she's an obviously aged woman. How good of a mom is she? Well, she lets these strangers stay on her property, and one of them is trying really hard to get her earthbending son out of the closet in a town where that gets forever jail time.
They could take Haru away, like they took his father.
And when he gets taken away from her, specifically because of that girl, yeah, she's just sad. Bitch, you should be violently livid at this girl. She goes in C tier for not giving a about her son. Next mom is Ursa, Zuko's mom. Now, she is definitely hot. While she does a pretty good job raising Zuko in Fire Nazi Germany, while married to literal Fire Hitler, she hits some bumps in the road along the way. She murders her father-in-law so Ozai can take the throne. Now, to be fair, she only did this to save Zuko's life. She did a murder, but it was to protect her son, so that's understandable. And Zuko did grow up to be a pretty decent kid, considering his upbringing. I say this is pretty easy. S tier. She's a great mom.
That's who you are, Zuko. Someone who keeps fighting even though it's hard. Uncle Iroh sent us a letter from the war front. You're soaking wet.
Girls are crazy!
Next, Katara's mom, Kaya. I don't think we need to talk much about this one. Like, she took a bullet for Katara and definitely went through a set on fire death for her. Like, that's really noble. She could have just said, yeah, Katara's the waterbending. She's the waterbender. And sold out her kid. But no, she took the bullet for her and got set on fire for it. Very little debate in my head about this one. Solid S tier. She's also real hot. Ah, shit, I forgot Toph's mom. Probably because she has like 6 lines the whole show. Toph does talk a lot about her though. Okay, first, she's pretty good looking. Kind of a bad mom though. This is mostly from her husband's side, but she also has some blame for it. Just, you know, not doing anything about it. Both her and her husband are just very overprotective of Toph. You know, because of the blind thing.
My daughter is blind.
And doesn't let her go out or do anything. Just keeps her as a sheltered young girl. I mean, she ain't Fire Hitler over there, but she gets C tier.
The Boulder takes issue with that comment.
Speaking of which, Toph. Yeah, she's a mother too. She's pretty fine looking, but let's not take looks into this, because, you know, blind.
She sucks.
First, she has 2 daughters with 2 different dads. Obviously, not all of that is her fault. Both dads left. That's out of her control. I'll give her that. But then she just emotionally leaves them, because this bitch doesn't give either of these kids the attention they so desperately cling to. One follows in her footsteps and becomes a police officer, and the other joins a gang. Yeah, neither of these kids are clawing for your attention. And when these 2 bump heads for their opposing occupations, Lin tries arresting Su Lin, and gets a scar for it. Because she doesn't want to deal with this, Toph just covers it up and then sends Su Lin away, because...
I'm the chief of police. I can't have a daughter in jail.
Yeah, that sounds like Toph. Now, both daughters hate each other until they have a fight to the almost death to work through their drama. Great job, Toph. They also did this nonsense with the Aang, too.
I'm 40 years old. You think you can stop with the nicknames?
Afraid not.
Alright, she's going to character assassination tier. Next, Gaiu's mom. And she's mid-looking, but she also sucks. She enables this cancer kid to throw tantrums all the time. Damn, beat your kid. D tier.
Caillou, sit down and play nicely. I don't want to play nicely. I don't want to play with you anymore. I don't like you anymore.
Timmy's mom. She's fine, look-wise, just stupid as fuck. She doesn't care about Timmy, like, at all. She leaves him alone with Vicky, the ultimate bitch babysitter.
With Vicky!
She's shown on multiple occasions that she doesn't remember Timmy's name. She just sucks as a mom. F tier. Bitch tier. Danny's mom is a baddie with the mask up and down. Now, first she had that really nice episode with Danny when, you know, he didn't have his powers for a second and was fighting Vlad at his weird mansion. There was some nice character stuff going on with those 2 in that episode. It also showed her kicking ass. Even Danny was like, damn, my mom's cool. She also gives him some, you know, good advice when she can. You know, she seemingly cares about Danny a lot. But I say she's an overall great mom. A tier.
Back off, she's a minor!
Phineas and Ferb's mom. She is, you know, pretty good looking woman for a ginger. First, these 2 geniuses build elaborate contraptions every day in only a few hours. The most crazy one being a freaking time machine. But I'm not going to put any of those accomplishments on her parenting style, because I could probably guess she paid so little attention to these kids that they would get themselves kills if they weren't so smart. Her first husband was probably cheating on her. Like, how do you not see any of this crap? It's not even like she works every day. She just doesn't notice. Pretty sure there's an episode where she's in the house at the time. The F tier. Fake mom.
Just go make some pie.
Dexter's mom. A classic housewife. Pretty attractive. Her son is obviously a genius who somehow built this Batcave laboratory. I say Batcave because, like the Batcave, he built it under his house and nobody knows at it somehow. Like, how did he do it? On the other hand, she did produce Dee Dee, a bitch, so she also seems to be very oblivious to her kids running around the laboratory and fucking shit up all day. She gets C tier for not really caring. Alright, let's go with the opposite now. Jenny's mom, from Life as a Teenage Robot. She's, not that attractive. She's like in her 50s, so, you know, it makes sense. She's also not that great of a mom. She really only treats Jenny as, like, an experiment or just another piece of technology than an actual teenage girl. Especially when she refers to her as XJ9, as she is the 9th version. Yeah, that's because Jenny has 8 robot sisters and they all seem to be more failed models in the mom's eyes.
Through 8 of failed experiments.
It's not looking too good for her right now. She also just left all these sisters in a closet, basically. There's also that one episode where she lets the human skin attach to Jenny like a venom symbiote and just writes in her notes about it. As she's doing that, Jenny is freaking out and begs for help. Yeah, she's clearly just an experiment to her. Let's just put her in D tier for now. Kim's mom from Kim Possible. She's very similar to Danny's mom, except she just knows about the superhero stuff. She's actually got a very good relationship with her husband and kids. The family structure seems to be pretty solid. She knows how to handle her children and know what they can handle. So, honestly, it's a really good mom. Probably like one of the best I've seen so far. She's also hot as fuck. S tier. Beth from Rick and Morty. Downright baddie. Her kids are unfortunately two attention-seeking bitches who cling to Grandpa's love. She's also an alcoholic who doesn't pay much attention to her kids. She often lets Morty go on life-threatening adventures with her dad because of her abandonment issues. She also thought of abandoning her family with a clone to around the universe. I was like, yeah, Dad, you make the decision for me. Like, damn, bitch. You get F tier. Space Beth. Oh yeah, I'm counting her. So everything from normal Beth applies here. Now just add a ton of war crimes to her. And the abandoning of her family. Like, normal Beth is at least financially supporting them. And is, in their lives. She gives some good advice every now and then. She acts motherly sometimes. Space Beth is just out there having fun in the universe. And yeah, I know, normal Beth is still there, but come on. Come on, you abandon your family. Alright, she's going into the war crimes tier. The numerous war crimes. Cole Watterson. Gumball's mom. No. Don't bring it. No, not that. Get that out of here. Okay, for Cat, she's good looking for a cat. Has her parenting style. Very violent and authoritative. She has weird god powers and is most likely a demon of some sort. She gives in the same vibe as Lois from Malcolm in the Middle, except with god powers. Gumball's kind of a selfish asshole kid, but still has like a, good heart of gold, obviously. He was actually raised really well, to the point where he was physically unable to steal a candy bar. I mean, that's gotta count for something, right? She also has a lot of fun and banter with her kids pretty well, and saves them when she needs to, as they sometimes do every now and then. A tier, I guess. Okay, last one. Rose Quartz. Steven Universe's mom. Oh, I gotta laugh at this one. Now, I was very much a fan of this show when it, first came out in 2013. My love for this show really fell off in its later seasons, especially when, surprise, surprise, Rose Quartz turns out to be Pink Diamond the whole time. Okay, so Rose Quartz started a war to free a planet. Alright, noble cause. Nothing wrong with that. She didn't want to kill any gems, but some people probably died in the war. But she was still, fighting on the side of good, right? Against the evil dictators? Well, no. The space rock Nazis she's been fighting the whole time, she turns out to be one of them. Really ruins a lot of the show. So she's a surprise space Nazi. Has nothing to do with her parenting style. Okay, fair enough. What has she done then? First, she left her gem friend Spinel all alone in a garden for thousands of years. Didn't even bother going back for her or telling anyone before she started this war. Very much had time to do so. Poofed and hid away this bitch for wanting to kill the space rock Nazis. Don't know if that was the best decision. Didn't even fully win that war, by the way, as most of her allies got corrupted and are monsters now. Homeworld still has a very large chip on their shoulders, so they most likely are going to come back. She also has no ability to heal her friends at all. Then decides to have a child that is part her, and she knows that she will be leaving her son without a mother by doing so, because she can't exist at the same time as her son. So she's throwing all these problems onto her son Steven with very little advice or help for anyone she left behind. Because of this, Steven constantly gets blamed for things that he didn't do. Damn, imagine the skill you gotta have to put a ton of problems on your son and getting blamed for all the stuff you did and still not being in his life, technically speaking. She sucks! She's going into the war crimes, but then dumped all of her consequences onto your child around age 14 tier. Yeah, I made a new tier.
Wow, man. That was a lot of moms we just went through. And... Yo, what's up, dog? Who the f*** are you? I'm Spider-Man. What else do I look like? Peter Pan? Cool. Why are you in my house right now? Yeah, whatever. Cool, that's fine. Look, your tier list is cool and all, but it's missing these two bitches. Who the fuck are those two? I've f***ing seen that show. I feel like that's irrelevant. You should talk about them. I can't talk about it. I have no idea. I don't know anything about them. Alright, whatever. I'll just get my own data then, alright? You. What do you do? You go! Okay. Alright, see you, man. Alright, I guess he's living here now. Hope that doesn't cause any problems. Anyway, went through a lot of Milfs today. Some good, some bad, some even in the war crime tier, which is surprising for me. And I honestly still think Kim's mom is definitely the best mom. But... oh, fuck. Dude, I forgot about, like, the literal best mom. Oh, you know this mom. It's Stacy's mom. SS tier.
Jimmy's mom has got it going, now she do.
Hey, you ever watch Star vs. the Forces of Evil?
I'm just trying to eat mac and cheese.